Isaac, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for Lo and Behold X, a business fable of change and intrigue, which is a series of books, the first one of which is Denizens of the Ivory Fortress. And I was wondering if you could just take a few moments today to talk to us a little bit about the series and what it's about and the first book and who it's for.
Right. So it's a weird book. I'm not going to lie. So straight off the bat, I think that those who will get the first book in the series, there's like 4 books. 3 of them have been published. The 4th one has been drafted, but not yet written. Those who buy the book are in for a wild ride, but they have to get over the fact that it's written in a pseudo kind of evangelical sense, not in the religious. It has nothing to do with religion, but the way it's written is very flowery. And the reason is that the book is actually looking at situations through corporations that buy into the latest fad. Here we call it X, but this time it's not like the dev book, it's a specific X. Just, I'm not specifying which one, just use whatever you want, make it agile, make it design thinking, it doesn't matter. And it's a story of one person who buys into this so much that they turn their entire professional identity into being a champion of X. And because I really like, also I got tired of writing about organization at some point and business and so on. And I like the playfulness of the language of lo and behold and alas and he saw and therefore, and the very archaic, pseudo-archaic language. So instead of saying organization or company, it's a kingdom. Instead of saying a business unit, it's a, what do you call it? It's like a fiefdom or whatever. It uses a kind of medieval setting. And what you have there is a person who is very driven, very intellectually curious. And that's the protagonist called Nate. And he stumbles upon a book that's an anthology, The Tome of X. Can be a Harvard Business Review article, right? That's where the idea comes from. And there he reads it and he becomes infatuated with it. It's like suddenly this can solve all the problems in the kingdom where he's working as a lowly, let's say, not peasant, but as a lowly researcher, scholar. And then it's a story about how he consults, Obi-Wan Kenobi-like figure, called him Mr. Miyagi-like figure. It's like the wise old guy. Consults him and asks him, Master, what should I do next? And Bob, the master, guides him through a series of deliberate mistakes, hoping that he will come to the realization that he needs to come to, that this is great, but it's not a miracle cure. Nothing's a miracle cure. Now, instead of, compared to the other book that we have discussed in a previous video about death, this is not about the world of consulting or frameworks or methods, but it's about the impact it has on a specific, or one person's professional journey. And also, secondarily, why this happens within an organization. The fiefdoms, the backstabbings behind closed doors, the agendas that drive an organization to maintain this illusion that something is the next big thing, lean, agile, Six Sigma, whatever. And what kind of an impact it has on the organization itself and primarily on the people. And so it's a more human-focused situation than the death book.
Was Don Quixote an inspiration for the story?
Yeah, in the tilting against windmills, again and again and again, yes.
Because
there's something Sisyphean about what the character does. He always rolls. The difference is he always rolls the ball a bit higher, but the ball will always roll downwards. And then every time it rolls downwards, he goes to his mentor, and he asks him what he should do. And the mentor is always giving him a little bit more, but also letting him, giving him enough rope to hang himself, if I'm allowed this actually horrendous mental image. So that hoping that he will at some point realize that, what am I doing? I'm wasting my whole professional life focused on this X, even though I'm actually achieving things. And the whole point is not the X, is the achieving of things with or without X.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there is a same element. Sorry, thank you
very much for the really great description. Yeah, I know it's a really excellent idea for not only just one book, but a series of books. And I just love that idea of a teacher who is actually training the student by leading them towards mistakes to show them the weaknesses of their own belief system, which is just really, really brilliant.
And as every such book, I'm going to spoil the ending which I think many people the spoiler is the student becomes the teacher.
Right.
Because X is eternal, and there will always be an X for new people to fall in love with and promote as the next big thing. So that's how it, and that's also the cave, death. It's a cycle. It will keep going, but wake up and see what can happen.
Yeah. Thank you very much.